You see yourself? Alright, good morning, guys.
You saying hi?
Good morning. Say hello. Good morning. So it's the weekend and we're about to start a new project. We're going to finish the powder room. As you can see it around there, we have quite a few things that we need to do.
Too much.
We need to... What you doing?
And dismantle the existing sink. Yeah, so we have a very long list of things to do. And the first thing is we need to dismantle the existing sink that's there. So it's just one of those traditional sinks. Pedestal, not very fancy. We got a vessel sink that we're gonna be installing. However, we're gonna be doing it in a floating effect. So we have to build a frame and then we have a slab. So we're actually gonna be doing some prefabrication for the quartz slab, which is going to be very interesting. Hopefully it turns out awesome. We have some compounding to do of the walls, painting of the walls. Sasha has to spray the vessel sink based on a design that she has. We have the faucets to install and to spray, possibly. Also have the drain to spray, and she has some other accessories for us to spray and install. So it's a very long list. We also have mirror to install. Already cut the mirror, so that's good. But we have to frame it and then install that. And we also have the lights to install. She already sprayed those, so it's gonna be pretty cool. So it's gonna be a white, black, and gold theme. Well, pops of gold. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can complete everything this weekend. Alright, so this is our frame. So we have cut up all the different lumbers. Before I cut up the lumbers, this is what I did. So this is the underside of our quartz that we're going to eventually cut. So what we did is we had the dimensions, so we know it's gonna be 18 inches from the lip to the back. So we mark that 18 inch. And then 20 inches wide, so that's where we got the 20 from. And because we have a lip, the lip is 2 inches thick, so our support, we don't want it to rest on this part, we want it to rest right here. So then what we started to do is to lay out the boards. So I cut 2 of the lumbers 20 inches wide. A method to the madness. Gonna sit like that. So we're gonna pre-assemble the casing. So you can see on the lines. We'll have another one here like that, and then we calculated distance between this spot which was about 13 inches, and we cut 4 13 inches board. So we're gonna slot in like that to form the box, and then we're adding some additional support in the middle. So it's gonna set something like that. And how our space is set up, this part is gonna be concrete, mounted to the concrete wall, and then also this part will be mounted to the concrete wall. So right here won't necessarily have any support, So that's why we're reinforcing it with these. And we're going to be using a mix of 3 inches and 2-inch long screws, wood screws, and 4-inch long concrete screws to mount it to the wall. I think we have 4-inch and 3 inches. Also have a Craig bit, which we're going to use to countersink some of these screws, so you won't see it, the sides that are going to be exposed. Good thing is, because I have it drawn out, so I can definitely keep it square, even though I have a square. And we do have some clamps which should help us. So let's see. It's all screwed up, but it feels well solid still. So we have 2 different type of screws, plus we also use a Craig tool. So screws right here and at the top. So this part is well secure, so we have 3 around here. But it feels pretty solid, and not even sure if we need these. It's so tight that it can't even fit. We'll have to go hammer it in. So one of the problems that I saw is, if we're gonna put in these, so let's say I put this here, and this is the side that's going to go to the wall, I won't have any space to mount it to the wall. So that's something that we identified. So really and truly, we may not put these supports, and we can't put it in the center because the drain is going to be in the center, and also the faucet. Progress, I would say. So our floating shelf support is in, and we use a mixture of screws and bolts. So these are 4-inch concrete screws, and we also added some bolts. These are 5-inch bolts, wall bolts, so it's pretty sturdy. Sasha puts most of her weight on it. She's pretty light. Each joints have three different screws, all 4 inches long, and what we try to do is put 2 in one direction and the other one in the other direction. So we painted it black. I can take this off. You won't necessarily see it based on how the floating effect is gonna stay. So when the slab goes on it, the slab itself has a lip which is about 2 inches out and 2 inches down, or 1.5 inches down. So you're barely just gonna see right down here. So next step is to install the slab.
The floating vanity is pretty much done. We still have to frame and mount the mirror, put up the lights, and also install the faucet. And we have some more work to do on the wall. It needs to be compounded again and then painted, and we have some cleanup work to do. But part 1 is over. We'll move on to part 2. We'll try to finish up this week, but we're really on our way and it's looking so nice so far. I'm excited, guys.